Hello and welcome to the Morgan Homestead. If you've been following our channel, you know that we've built our first greenhouse and got our garden started. This morning we came over and we noticed that something had gotten in the garden and actually bit off a couple of the corn stalks that we had growing. So today we're going to have to start working on getting a fence up around the garden. I hadn't put one up yet. I had planned on putting one up. I had some of the stuff to do it. It's just I didn't think that things would start getting in the garden this soon because we don't really have any vegetables growing yet on the plants outside of the greenhouse. If you want to come over here, I can show you the evidence that we've seen. So here you can see something chewed off the corn stalk off of this corn plant right here. And then there's a couple on the other side over here. This one here is broken. Something had gotten in there. This one was chewed off here. It is on the ground here. So it is really hot today. But we do need to get something up, at least temporarily, to try to keep this from happening again, because we don't want to lose all of our crops. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Today I'm going to be putting in some T-posts and running some electric wire. I do have a solar charger for electric fencing that I'm going to be connecting up, and hopefully that'll keep out whatever we have going on here. I'm also going to put up a trail camera to try to catch whatever it is that's getting in the garden in the act. So I'm going to start by putting these T-posts in the ground. I'm going to put them in about every 8 feet, and then I'm going to string wire around that to try to keep the animal out of the garden. Enough insulators for the building for now, so temporarily I'm just putting screws in the building and wrapping them with electrical tape to insulate the screw from the wire until I can get some proper insulators.
Okay, so he's got all the posts set up around the perimeter, and he has used all of the insulators that we have, And it's the 4th of July today, so nothing is open, so we can't go get more. I mixed up a batch in that sprayer of cayenne pepper, hot pepper, and I think that's it, and water, obviously. And mixed that up, and I sprayed the plants just in case something does still get in here. And then I also heard that Epsom salt just deters raccoons. They don't like the smell of that either, so I sprinkled it all around. Plants on the ground, and I sprinkled it all around the perimeter as well. Let's see here. So I don't know. Hopefully between the fence and the deterrents, we can keep the raccoons out. Because as you can see, that's not a lot of corn.
Alright, so now that I have all the posts in the ground, I have my anchors in the building, now I got to string the wire out. I'm just going to run it around this top screw here for now. Leave a length here that I can connect up to my charge controller that I'll mount onto this pole. And then I'm just going to run it around the perimeter, like so. Alright, so now what I did is I just ran this first wire around the perimeter. And I ran it up to the top nail on this side, wrapped it around there, brought it back down, wrapped it around the one down there, and now I'm going to make another run back the other way and do the same thing on the other side. Keeping it tight as I can. Now I'll just wrap it around this one, and then come down and bring it to this one, wrap it around that one, and head back. Okay, so we decided that the way we were doing it, the wires were too far apart, so we decided to move it, take everything down, take all of the insulators back off and the wire down, and reposition the insulators on the posts. And this time I'm also going to start at the bottom and work my way up, because once I get more insulators, we're going to add more to the top, and then I can just continue on. So I'm just going to do it again the same way. This time I'm tying it off on the bottom, and then I'm going to start going around the bottom. So what I did here is I connected up this energizer, solar energizer, to the wiring. So the last wire that I ran here is connected to the positive, which is up on the positive terminal of this solar energizer. And then the black wire with a ground is then connected to a ground rod that's in the ground. And that completes the circuit. And then all I got to do now is turn it to on, and it is energized. So if you can see this, that light right there is flashing, indicating that it is properly connected and the fence is live. Okay, so I'm finished with the first part of this wiring. Like I said earlier, I don't have enough insulators, so I got to go tomorrow and see if I can find some insulators. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I'm not sure if the place I'm going to go to is going to have them. The other place that I know has them isn't open tomorrow, so it might be Monday. But for now, we do have the 5 wires around the bottom that hopefully will keep whatever it is that's getting in here. We're not sure. We hopefully that'll keep it out tonight, and maybe until Monday, until I can get some more insulators to finish the job. I will be putting 5 more strands of wire up to the top of the post to keep anything from trying to jump over and into the garden. So I will be putting some trail cameras up tonight in hopes to see if we can catch whatever it is that's coming around trying to get into the garden. So stay tuned for that. I will add that to the next video if we do capture whatever it is on video that's trying to get into the garden. But for now, thank you for watching. Share this content if you like this, and if you know somebody else that might like this. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see and be notified of when the next video gets posted, and hopefully see what it is that's trying to get into the garden. Thanks again. Bye for now.